Okay, it turns out that the putting the new blue clip in here didn't fix the digital dash problem, but it certainly did need replacing. Looking online, so this is fixing the digital dash part 2. So taking the bulbs out, I got 2 blue ones. One of them was smashed when I went to get it out of the bag. It wasn't smashed when I found it. I don't know how I'd managed to break it, but I got one. I'm not exactly sure which holes you use to light up the dash though. I think it might use 3. Anyway, so I might get some more blue ones to try the blue light. But I replaced all of the other bulbs, well, most of them. Looking online, it can also go on the tracks underneath what you can see at the top. So there could be corrosion where I couldn't see it. So I've ordered a new PCB. I mean, it's just not worth messing around any longer with that. And it does seem like it's normally only a connection problem. Oh, look, that's quite corroded there, isn't it? On that bulb one. Ooh, it's quite green. And all these screws are a bit manky. I've got my box of cheap Chinese screws here. I looked for replacement PCB screws on eBay, found nothing. The underneath doesn't look particularly bad. Looks like they're reasonably clean, but I found that I've got these, they're M3s. They've got a bit where there's no thread, so I've spaced it out with 4 washers. So it goes in about exactly the same depth into the dash. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll replace all of these with nice, clean, shiny ones. Thing is, just thinking, I don't think these are not stainless steel though. So that may be a mistake. Maybe I'll look for M3 screws and washers that are stainless steel. That would be the correct thing to do, wouldn't it? So I'm taking a few out of here. We're just delving deeper. We'll see what we see underneath this. I've only just ordered a new PCB board because I only just went out and wired in the new plug, which went very smoothly. Went very well. It all holds in great. So the digital dash, before I took it off to put the new plug on, it was actually working. And then when I put the new plug, wired the new plug back in and put it back in, it's not working. Now I was extremely careful. I put all the wires in the correct place on the plug. I had the old plug, I had one out of the plug and plugged it into the new plug. There was absolutely no way of making a mistake with putting a wire in the wrong place. I did that and replaced some bulbs. I looked at the dash, no digital dash. Turned ignition on, started the bike, nothing, turned it off, turned the ignition on several times, nothing. Fiddled with the connector, just in case, nothing. Checked the clock fuse in the fuses, was fine. Replaced it anyway, still didn't work. I'm thinking the problem, although that needed replacing, because that was well dodgy, that was worth doing. Clearly, it wasn't really the problem, so there might be further corrosion. I'll say, like, after looking online, some people have said there is something. Someone said to the right or left of the blue plug. See this one here? Oh, it's got corrosion in there. Oh, look at that. Okay, I just saw that. Look, that's corroded through. Oh, that's almost completely corroded through. Gosh, I just saw that. All that green fur. They said this one that disappears underneath the PCB and appears back at one of the screws is also prone for going. Oh look, there's a bit of, oh no, it's just what was scraped off. These are my JIS screwdrivers, in case anyone's going to moan about using the wrong screwdrivers. Oh, so that is nearly eaten through completely. It's not completely eaten through, but it is close. Well, there you go. So that would have needed another jumper wire anyway. And I thought if I need to do another jumper wire, I'll just get a new PCB, and there's fur on there. Still, we'll continue delving. I looked at VFR 750 dashes behind. They probably have got a circuit board hidden in there. Doesn't look exactly the same. 23rd, 9th, 80. No, maybe it's 87. Like, it's a bit blurry. It's a bit blurry on there. I can't really see it. Maybe it's 94, but there's still VFR 750 dates. I don't know. Anyway, let's try and remove this sucker. Don't have to worry about this dodgy jumper wire anymore. It's all coming off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these screws out, and I'm going to take this back off. See if there's anything going on underneath. Because the main reason for the digital dash going on and off, or all the reasons I found online so far, is just dodgy connections. You know, these things moulded through or whatever. So not that it really matters because this is the old one. Anyway, let's have a look underneath. So where is the blue? The blue connector is here. Oh yeah. Oh, that's why they. Oh, see, that's where there's a bar. Across from there to there. That's where the mould, the erosion is, and that's where the jumper wire is. Yeah, because this one had gone here. The same kind of line. So it's a slightly dark colour look. What do we have here? What we have is the new PCB. And I have a note from the seller, who obviously makes these. I did suspect, but I wasn't 100% sure. He says, thank you for your order. The PCB should be a simple drop-in replacement of the original. But if you have any issues, then please reach out to me on eBay. Very good. Best wishes, Stephen. As in Stephen Burnett. As he obviously made this starting from June 2025. What a fine fellow. Because you couldn't get one before that, I don't think. They just don't exist. We should get a second-hand one. So now you can get a new one. Amazing. Pretty good. What a good guy. Here is the original. Let's have a look, shall we? Put that down a bit. Stick this on top. I'm not suspecting it won't match up, but it does. Everything matches up exactly. What a star. So put the other one up there. Put this one over here for a second. The clocks. And what I got were these 304 stainless steel. And they are not screws, they are Allen bolts. They come with washers, nuts, and little spring washers. Don't need the spring washers. But one thing this comes with that my other set that wasn't stainless steel didn't come with was an 18mm bolt. I had to use a 20mm bolt, if you remember, and stack it up with washers. But with this, I can use the 18mm just with one single washer, because I've put 3 bolts in. One there, one there, and one there, just to hold the clocks in place, so they don't fall out everywhere, which is what happened in the first place. And I took it apart, of course. This is the outside temperature sender unit. I'm going to have to thread this through the new PCB, through the back, into the front of the digital dash where it plugs in there. Is to feed this through this keyhole like shape, because it's too large at the other end. And that's all. I don't have to feed any more through. First, I put it through the same shape keyhole in the rear of the dash there. And plug it into and back into the digital dash. Like so. And then we'll start to push it into place. Continue. It is hot today, one of the hottest days, not the hottest. Right, so what I should need to do is the 3 bolts I've put in, I will need to remove. So now we can line up. It's got these little white dowels you may see on which locate on the board. And these things, these holes, go over those dowels in there. I'll just start at one end. I seem to be starting at this end, which is just completely random. I hadn't decided on where to start really. This may be very slightly finicky. Maybe I'll put the bolts in as I go. Yeah, because these are nicely puffed up now. See, these lines are nicely rounded up so they can touch the connectors. Very nice. I'll just put them in lightly. And I'll tighten them all up at the end. As long as I don't forget. Classic mistake. Yeah, these 18s are obviously, which I wondered if they were. So then, I don't know if you can see, probably not. That try and get next to each other. This is perfectly, exactly the right same length as the originals. That one's on. Oh, that one's almost just naturally gone on as the other one is. Oh, they grip nicely. So if you push this on, so actually the hole is perfect size for gripping the white pins. Such a perfect design. Stephen, or Steve, can I call you Steve? I presume you was a frustrated owner, like many, who needed a new. Yes, such a perfect fit. Steve, man, this guy obviously is a complete legend. What a legend to do this for the VFR owners in this country. I guess people can buy them from abroad. These tracks run along the side, the inside side. Can you see it? In there, this bit that comes up. So I guess if I just push that down, and then the holes will naturally line up. Yeah, there's the first pin. It does. Oh God, this is such a joy to put on. Oh, these little, I've just noticed these little clips. You can see this little clip here. This goes on, flips underneath, and this holds it, stops it from flipping up. Obviously was how the original probably was, or was, obviously. Just fantastic. Fantastically well made. Well, if this doesn't cure my problem, I'm certainly happy to know I'll be comfortable in the knowledge that it won't be anything to do with the circuit board. It'll probably still be an earthing issue or something else. With the couple of bad tracks that it had, I think this was a no-brainer for 52 quid. I mean, come on. He could charge double that, couldn't he? And we'd pay for it. It would still be worth it. What a gent. My gratitude is almost boundless at this point. Maybe I will send him a message and I'll send him a link to this video. It just holds it down perfectly, doesn't it? Oh, what a joy to behold. Okay. Right, and the other indicator, the indicators are denominated, is that the right word? Denoted by blue. See that there's a hole here with no corresponding bolt and a line that goes nowhere. I think I saw this something like this on a video, and yeah, because there was a gap there. And there was a gap there actually as well on the original. I think this is to do with the 2001 maybe. You can tell us if I'm wrong, all you clever people out there. And that would have been for the ones with the HSS Honda Security and or an ABS maybe. They would have had a slightly different, but it doesn't matter that it hasn't got a earth there because that system isn't there. I think it doesn't matter. You can tell me whether I should have used the spring washers as well or not. I haven't used them. I didn't know if that was just going a step too far because the original didn't have spring washers on. Either way, I think this was a no-brainer to do. If you've got tracks that are burning out, or a couple, I mean, how long before the others go? For 52 quid, yeah, it's a no-brainer, really. If you're intending to keep the bike for any length of time, it's got to be worth it. So I'll bring you back when it's on the bike, I think. Thank you. See you in a second. For you, for me, it might be a day or two. Okay, it's all back in. Clock was working straight away. I didn't show any of the putting it back in the bike. I think I showed enough of getting it out and stuff. Ignition. A little bit of that. Taco. Speedo. As we go, I'll see it move. All my trips are reset, of course. Oh, God. Main beam. Yep. Full beam. Yep. Wow. Hopefully that was it. Fantastic.